Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to our group. Today we'll be analyze the procedure and skill from interpreter. And the member group is me, Ahmad Hafiz Setiawan, and Ahmad Fauzi Rahmani, Ainuraini, Amel Rahmarita, and the last there is Aksal Rizky Maulana Handoko. Okay, now let's start the presentation from the first and explanation of what is interpreting and interpreter. Ainuraini, time it's your.
What is interpreting and interpreter? Interpreting is the process of translating a spoken language from the source language into the target language. The interpreter or Indonesian interpreter is known as the interpreter who transforms the spoken language from one language to another directly, early at the same time, or on the spot immediately. What is the perception procedure? Interpretation refers to the process by which we represent and understand stimuli that affect us. Our interpretations are subjective and based on personal factors. It is in this final stage of the perception process that individuals most directly display their subjective views of the world around them. In a simple sense, the perception procedure means that the interpreter understands what the speaker is saying using auditory perception and visual perception. The interpreter understands by listening and seeing the movements made by the speaker.
Hi, my name is Aksal Rizky Maulana Handoko, and now we are going to talk about listening skills. What is listening skills? Listening is ability to accurately receive and interpret message in process communication. Listening is key to all effective communication. Without this ability to listen effective, messages are easily misunderstood. As a result, communication breaks down and the sender of message can easily become frustrated or irritated. If there is one communication skills you should aim to master, then listening is it. There are 5 key active listening techniques you can use to help you become a more effective listener. Number 1, pay attention. Give the speaker your undivided attention and acknowledge the message. Number 2, show that you are listening. Number 3, provide feedback like nodding your head, like that. And 4, defer judgment. If you have something to ask, wait for the speaker to finish speaking. Don't interrupt. And number 5, respond appropriately. That's all from me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Amel Rahmarita. I will explain about the procedure from our interpreting video. According to our group, the procedure that match with our interpreting video is the perception procedure. In the perception procedure, here it is said the translator uses perception to translate the source language into the target language. The first perception used is the perception of hearing, where the interpreter listens to the speaker and understands the message of the speaker, then translate it into the target language. A second perception used is visual perception. In addition to listening and understanding the message content, the translator also understands the visual movement carried out by the speaker. This is used to make it easier for the translator to remember what the speaker said and will easily translate into the target language by imitating the visual forms made by the speaker.
Okay guys, this is my turn to continue this presentation. Okay, if we talk about listening skill, we have 5 points. The first is anticipation, the second is psychological preparation level, the third is use redundancy in listening training, The fourth is use expert or bot to help, and the last is console about document during interpreting. The result of our group analysis of this interpreter, there are several skills related to point listening skill, for example, anticipation. Now, a little explanation of anticipation is an important tool that can help translator to lengthen the load and online memory so that processing capacity can be preserved for other endeavors. Well, we think this point related to interpreter because for example, in minute 4:48, the speaker use idiom twin babies who are breastfed by America, because in other explanation on this point it is also mentioned at the contextual text that anticipation will be further developed into a combination, several sentences or several paragraphs which can be made based on vocabulary, grammar rules, phrases, and idioms. So next, about psychological preparation level. Translator must learn to listen effectively. Judging for the interpreter video, he found several times, and it's related to this video because for effectively listen require attention and concentration, frowning and straining with feet, and that means to focus on the speaker who speech. Redundancy in listening training. Nah, the last is redundancy in listening training. Redundancy is defined as exaggeration. This term refers to the use word in a sentence that is considered wasteful. The present, what we call it, definition of redundancy in speech is a big advantage for translator. Now at 4:35, the interpreter says, "I heard you mom saying which what it should only be. I heard you mom." In other words, they must learn to distinguish useful information from redundant information and focus on important information. We just focus on we must only focus on information important.
Okay everyone, for the conclusion is in the interpretation process that is played or carried out by out group member. We really on listening skills, paying attention to speaker's facial expression, and also remembering some of the vocabulary spoken by speaker in line of sentence. Okay guys, that's all. I hope you got the point. This material I really appreciate it. If you like this video, don't forget to share, like, comment, and subscribe. Okay. Thank you for attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.